Dude would not take it. No, no, no. I'm just want to know that your wife is okay. Don was like, please just take at least just take the 50 euros. Like he went with cash to try to get us off the hook. And the guy was like, no. He did, I just want to make sure your wife is okay. And everybody was so nice to us, so accommodating on the way home. Let me help you, blah, blah, above and beyond in their jobs, right?
And then you got back to America.
Motherfuckers in America would have put a lien on your house for that fucking money.
Thank you. I had to have a medical transport through the airports, where like the wheelchair picks you up when you're like that lame-o and you get in the wheelchair and they push you around. Now, the good part about that is you don't stand in any line. Not at security, not at TSA, not at passport, immigration, border control mess, none of that. You go right to the front and out the door. That was perfect, right? The European people helping us, just so polite, would not take a tip. Don tried to give them all, a little bit of something for it. Wouldn't take it. We get back to the United States. We had a 6-hour layover in O'Hare. And if you have more than a 4-hour layover, they have a lounge for wheelchair people so that you're not hogging up space at the gate.
Get out of the way, you peons.
Right. They put you back here in this little cave. And so
we don't want to look at your unsightly ass.
They put you in alligator Alcatraz.
Right. Put your broke cripple ass back here, right? So the little guy pushing us, or pushing me, parks us in there. He does take Don's tip. Thank you very much. Goes about his way, right?
Did you beat him up? That's kind of personal.
No. Shut up.
Took his tip?
Shut up. What's wrong with you?
That's what you said.
This is a family wholesome show. Get out of the gutter.
That joke will make Chris laugh. That's all I care about.
Okay. Anyhow, he takes the money and he goes away, right? And the girl in the little lounge room says, yeah, if you have more than 6 hours, you wait here. They'll come back about 20 minutes before it's your time to board the plane because you get that priority where you go on first or whatever to take you to your gate. And I'm like, okay. Now there's other people in there, and I tell Don, like, you don't have to sit here with me. You don't have, you're not busted up. Go do whatever, walk around, do whatever. So he's gone for like about an hour. In an hour's time, 3 or 4 of these different stewards come in to get people to take them to their gate. They walk in the room. This you. Going around to all the people in the room.
How do you spell that?
Right. Going around to all the people in the room with their little reader board. This you. They don't come in and go, hi, is there a Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so? No. This you. Okay, no. Come on, let go. And just pushing, and I'm like.
DISHU. Dish you.
Bless you.
Right. So that just started me down the road of irritation, right?
You don't say.
All right. But then we finally get home after all of that. And if you don't know, we've been remodeling our kitchen. That means you don't listen to this show because that's been going on since February. And how come when you pay people to do things, do they not show up to do them?
Why would they do that?
Well, if they know you're not going to be there and you still pay them to be there, there's no way to prove that they were there or weren't there.
Unless you have a Ring doorbell or literally anything else.
Yeah, but what are the odds?
That's the trip before when I was in Scotland and the lawn guy. Don did not go on that trip, so he was home. And I was gone like 2 weeks, and he texted me and he's like, is the guy supposed to be coming to cut the grass? And I'm like, yeah, he comes every Friday. He's like, well,
No, he certainly does
Smalls
not.
will not go out in the yard to go to the bathroom because the grass is taller than a kuka. And I'm like, well, that's an issue.
Wow.
So I text him. I'm like, dude. And he's like, oh, no, man, I cut your grass. I was there a day early on Thursday. I put it on my Facebook stories.
That self-delete.
Right.
I'm like, well, yeah. And I said, well, here's the problem. Those self-delete, so I can't really verify that. But what I can tell you is my Ring doorbell camera says no. Well, no, we get by those cameras all the time. I'm like, no, dude.
But what does that even mean? Are you a crook?
Right.
Like, are you actively avoiding the cameras?
Right. But I think he was trying to say, like, we can cut grass and the camera never pick us up. And I'm like, No, dude.
Not
If you get too
possible.
far, if you're too far to the edge, my camera picks you up. Like I pick up cars in the street.
Well, those things have fisheye lenses, so they go like in every direction. They're
Right.
like really.
And I have more than one on my house.
Me too.
I have none.
But he swore up and down he cut my grass. I'm like, but you didn't. You didn't last week.
It's a shame when you double down. You should know that you're caught, and you double down anyway.
Yeah.
Like what?
You didn't cut it last week. You didn't cut it this week. Now I'm home, right? And you're going to come and you don't. And I text you and you say, oh, well, I had a flat tire. Okay. I'll be there day after tomorrow. I call you. You don't show up day after tomorrow. I call you. Oh, my truck engine blew.
Naturally.
Okay. Well, I hope things get. I'll be there next week. I promise. Next week comes. Now, mind you, I pay for my lawn care a month at a time in advance. You don't come the second time and you're like, well, man, I'm just having a bad day. I just got T-boned. And I'm like,
I thought your engine blew up.
I'm like, you got a lot of problems. I'll just refund your money. You can find somebody else to cut your grass. I'm like,
No problem.
I'm like, that sounds like a plan. And it still
You took the words right out of my mouth.
still took a week for the guy to give me my money back, though. I had to text him twice. Like, dude,
So,
Okay.
do you know how to avoid this problem in the future?
no. And if you say
Okay.
cut my own grass, I'm gonna stab you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, you can
Never that.
or get your husband to do it.
That dude works 62 hours a day.
I know.
When is their time?
I know.
In another
So,
city.
If
My wife
anybody
gets her husband
remembers,
to cut her grass.
right?
Well, your wife's husband is a good
He
kid.
enjoys it though.
What?
He enjoys cutting
Well,
grass.
Your wife's husband, when he was a kid, used to have to be threatened to cut the grass, and now he enjoys it.
Well, he had to be threatened for a lot of things.
A lot of things. His brother did too.
I,
He sure did.
I was telling the story to one of the guys I work with about how I was the golden child growing up, and one of the stories I like to use when I explain that is like, I forget who all was over, but Jason had some friends over and they were upstairs in the loft area, and he was like, hey, go make like 3 bags of popcorn and put it in one of those big red bowls we had and bring it up here. But we weren't allowed to have food upstairs, and you would always sit right there on the couch and you could see the stairs. So they made me go do it because you wouldn't say shit to me when I took it upstairs.
I don't even remember this, but I believe you.
I don't remember this either, but I believe you.
It's like a core memory in my brain. It's just that.
Isn't it crazy how it just your brain at random decides what should be tattooed on your
Mhm.
brain?
But why is what's currently tattooed on my brain all the people who just fail at their jobs or just can't,
Because it's what you're currently dealing with.
like,
Because it's
just-
America.
True. Because just things that should just be, right? Just do a good job. Don't halfway do something and then look at me like I'm crazy when I say, hey, I'm gonna need you to fix this. Well, what's wrong with it?
Well, it's because you're calling
What I
them out.
certainly,
Huh?
what I don't understand is your entire business is this thing.
Right,
Okay, what are you doing? Not doing the thing,
right,
right? Because if for no other reason, that's your reputation.
right.
If
right.
you want further business and for me not to tarnish your name, like for whatever that might be worth, it might not matter because I'm just one person or whatever, but you don't know who I know, right?
Right.
You don't know how much of a like internet troll that I am going to go out there and just put you all over the place. Like, this guy sucks and I'll just do it for the rest of your entire life.
Well, I'm definitely not internet.
I'm
troll,
not that, but like, I don't understand. Like, you start a business because you want to be your own boss, and then you do that, and then you're just like, I'm just not gonna do the thing that makes me money. Like, well, what?
Well, we've learned on this show that no matter who you are, you're within 6 degrees of making a difference in somebody's life because you can get anybody.
More true.
Well,
I thought you
here's
were gonna say you're never more than 6 feet away from a spider, and I was like, good addition to the conversation. I
That
guess.
too.
Well, but here's the thing. So the guy who wound up refunding my money because he lied and didn't come cut my grass and he was busted and just didn't want to deal with me.
Jackass.
Fine. He moves on, right? I find somebody else with the exact same first name. I'm like, how crazy is this, but spelt differently? He
So,
comes, very nice, introduces himself, walks around the property with me. We talk about how I like my lawn to look, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, this is great. Young, got a young family, trying to save up money, buy a house. He don't want to be paid in cash. He wants to, be paid where there's a paper trail so he can prove his income. And I'm like, okay, this is great. This is great. He does a good job first time. Not an excellent job, a good job. And I can, next time you come around, go, hey, and if we could, I can work with how you left me today. But then I open my mouth and I tell 3 of my friends about him. And they call him. And then his truck has an issue. And then his mower breaks down. And then, oh my God, I'm selling my lawn business.
but what? Mhm.
Like, why
So
did
just
you
don't
even take
hire
on-
people with that name anymore. I don't-
Right, definitely. Why did you even when I reached out and said, hey, would you be interested in giving me a quote? Why wouldn't you just say, you know what, I'm trying to get out of the business?
So
Why would you take me on? And then when I referred you to 3 of my friends, what?
what probably happened was he, yes, was looking for more business, but he got, you and then 3 of your friends. He might have had a few other people, but when people sell their business like that, they might not sell their equipment. They're basically selling a client list, which is
But
worth money to people. And it's
but he
like at
doesn't
that,
have
but at that point, it's like, oh, if I can make more money in this one thing than I would in 6 months, then I'm just gonna do that real quick.
But the problem with that is none of his clients, or at least me and none of my friends, were on a contract. So the contract is really what has value. If you don't have a client on contract, they're not part of the assets.
Maybe
Yeah, I
somebody
was
made
just
him a
about to
deal
say,
he
there's
couldn't
not
refuse.
there's not really a 1-to-1 transfer, right? That like if you just have somebody random walking up, what is
Yeah, if you
happening?
sell
Like,
yeah. But I just don't understand. And then it's like,